kids to get degrees in worthlessness, because that's what these university degrees are, a lot of them. It's a waste of money, it's a waste of energy, and it's an affront to anyone who really wants to think seriously about an education, because it has nothing to do with the NCAA.
We are sort of seeing the perfect storm. We have seen all this construction in the past few years, and if you're a college president, putting your name on a building is quite nice. But you are not there. You probably have moved on somewhere else while your name is on the building, but now the operation and maintenance costs are now falling due. That was never part of the original bond issue. So now we have all these facilities coming online. Students, are being stressed financially. Parents are being stressed financially. Tuition is going up like crazy. Even those schools that are lucky to have endowments, typically they're not having the return they used to have in the old days. So there is just this tremendous, culmination of things all coming together that is just going to just stress the system completely.
We just saw that there were even riots in UCLA when they saw a 32% increase in tuition. Do you think that we'll start to see a lot more, riots and students getting angry at these tuition prices?
I would love to see a little more activism on the part of my students. I think they have been taking this now for such a long time that maybe it's just part of the scenery now, and they're not really worried about it anymore. And I also think a person that's 20 years old, 22 years old, does not realize the implications of not being able to escape student loan debt. When I was in college, when I was in my high school years at that time, many people were going to college, borrowing the money to go as far as all the way through medical school. And when they graduated from medical school and law school, they would simply just up and declare bankruptcy. But in its wisdom a few years ago, as you probably know, Congress changed those rules in that you can no longer discharge student loan debt through bankruptcy. And now, even if you happen to make it to Social Security and you still owe them money, they're going to come after your Social Security check, if it exists, which I don't think it will.
With NIA projecting all U.S. interest rates to rise dramatically over the next few years to multi-decade highs, many colleges will likely be forced to double or triple their average tuition inflation rate to 10 or 15%, just to cover rising interest payments. As the word spreads about this documentary and Americans become educated to the truth, more and more students will wake up to the fact that college education is the largest scam in American history. We are about to reach a point where students say enough is enough and refuse to pay higher tuition prices. There are currently a total of 4,168 public and private 2- and 4-year colleges in the U.S. In the near future, as the U.S. dollar begins to collapse and American families are forced to spend more than 30% of their income on food, we expect to see a sharp contraction in the number of colleges in America. NIA conservatively believes 20% of American colleges will close by the year 2020. Of the colleges that remain open, NIA projects an average decline in enrollments by the end of this decade of between 15 and 30%. In fact, enrollments by American students in each college could decline by as much as 50%, with Chinese students using their soon-to-be strong yuan to become educated in the U.S. and price American students out of the market. NIA also projects for most colleges to reduce their faculty sizes